The idea of finding our place in life implies that we are lost. And if we are lost, then we need directions. And although believing you may know the way to a place, or even trusting the old GPS might be helpful in certain instances, it's far more important, in my opinion, to have a map of the area. There are so many things that can alter a journey. Traffic, accidents, weather, even leaving things behind, someone or something showing or not showing up. It all affects our agenda. These examples may seem a bit trivial, though, in comparison with what real life brings us. Unexpected matters of life and death, loss and love, these things hit right to our heart, going well beyond the idea of a simple inconvenience. Therefore, having the ability to modify our direction and find alternate routes is an essential component to living a mindful life. Greetings and welcome to Your Light. My name is Laureen, and today we'll be learning how we can navigate our lives using some practical wisdom from the map within. We'll see how to access it, why it makes a difference, and how doing so leads to real freedom. But first, if you'd like to raise your level of perspective, live a more mindful life, or just learn more about personal growth, development, and all that kind of good stuff, start now by subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell so you won't miss a thing. So where are you going? And why? And I don't mean like going to work to make some money or going to the store to get some groceries. I mean like, are you trying to gain status, financial freedom, a happy family, optimal health? And if you were to acquire those things, would you be satisfied? Many respond to that question with uncertainty. I did too. The fact of the matter is that many of us are running a race that never ends and that has no winner and no finish line. That, I believe, is the first tough lesson we must learn if we want to live mindfully and free. The reality of the shortness and the fragility of life causes many people to live life based on fear, often without knowing it. All the can'ts and shouldn'ts we run through our mind are mere cover-up stories for fear. So, what story are you telling yourself? What role are you playing? Are you acting or living authentically you? Do you even know? Whatever the case, I want to relay to you that your biography becomes your biology. On that note, I'd like to share a story with you. It's about a regal white tiger who lived for many years at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. Her name was Mohini. Most of her years were spent in the old lion house, a 12 by 12 cage with iron bars and a concrete floor. Mohini spent days restlessly pacing back and forth in that cage. Eventually, though, staff and biologists started working together to create a natural habitat for her with several acres, some hills and trees, a pond, and all kinds of vegetation. So with excitement, they released Mohini into her new home, but it was too late. She immediately sought refuge in a corner of the lot, where she paced back and forth, wearing bare of grass a 12 by 12 area. Upon reflection, we often come to see that what we are doing in life is based on a faulty story about who or what we are. We either feel guilty for not living up to someone else's ideas, which makes them the enemy and keeps us in the blame game, or we begin living in what has been termed a trance of unworthiness, where we, in a sense, are our own enemy, constantly needing to be bettered and more disciplined. Neither of those stories promote living in truth. The truth is that you are thoughtfully created and equipped from your very beginning to live abundantly and graciously. The fact is that you and I are not only worthy, but intrinsically designed to contribute to this world something that no other can. And you have all you need right within you. Just your presence at this point in time is of far greater value than you may even realize. I love Mother Teresa's insight on this subject. She said, "The biggest disease today is not leprosy or tuberculosis, but rather the feeling of not belonging." In other words, you belong and are more than enough. There's a concept that has changed how I view my life. It's called radical acceptance. Radical means thorough and intense. And acceptance? Well, that signifies a receiving, like a gift. Radical acceptance really is the truest lens in which to operate through. It must first begin from within, but then it will inevitably spill over to our surroundings. Eliminating one simple word from our vocabulary will drastically help improve our ability to radically accept those various gifts that life offers to us. That word is too. T-O-O. For instance, I was a rather tall kid, and based on the idea that I was too tall, I didn't like my height. But what actually defines too? Truth is, there is no too. Nothing is too difficult, too thrilling, too outrageous, or too painful. It is what it is, and I am who I am. It's really as simple as that. Diversity is the awesomeness of life, within as well as out. A standard or a supposed to be only exists if we choose to believe it. Besides, nothing stays the same anyway. Life is in constant motion. The true nature of life itself is always intact. The waves, the highs, and lows of this life are mere experience. In fact, the me you see today is not the same as even yesterday. Learning to radically accept ourselves and all the matters of our life is not only healthier and wealthier, but also less complicated. Radical acceptance frees us from the cage of judgment and enables us to see things from a grander perspective. It also allows our most intimate needs to be met by relating in love with ourselves and one another, with full presence to each and every moment of our lives. Together, we become witness to the beauty and the pain within and all around us. What a real gift that is. So I thank you for stopping by your light. May you laugh, love, and lead a little more today than yesterday. And until next time, be good to yourself and others. Namaste.